Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in our Barrage War. I'm going to feature my 6 war flags with commentary. If you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. Without further ado, let's get into my 6 war flags. With my first flag, we're going to go up against this dueler filler tank team. They've also got Astrid, Song Jiang, Li Qiu, and Ruan Zhao Qi. I've got Zhuge Liang with the minions and the counterattack, which will definitely work very good against their 3 War of Three Kingdoms heroes. I've got Leonidas as a sniper and for the mana cut, the Ascension Mimic as a pretty good attack 3 hitter. I've got Cleopatra as a healer and cleanser, and she also makes it so that I cannot gain any ailments. And then Hathor also makes it so that I cannot gain any ailments, and obviously she's going to boost the mana of everybody and give me that boosted health over time. Let's see how this first flag here today goes. Rough board to start. 2 yellows. All right, let's start off with the blues and greens on the left. I think we definitely need to do some tile dumping. Yeah, let's start off with that, or I could do the blues and greens right in the middle. Actually, let's do that, because then I can match 4 reds at least, and maybe get lucky and be able to set up a red diamond if I can get a red on the bottom, which we did not, but we did get a few yellows. That's good. Let's match these 4 blues over here on the left to move up some yellows. See if I can get lucky with more yellows, and I did not. Let's match the 3 yellows directly up the middle now so that I can set up the red diamond. And unfortunately, Dueler Fuller is going off. Let's match these 5 reds now. Let's hit that red diamond. Let's use Hathor, and I think I'm going to hold on to the Ascension Mimic because of the Firestorm Ward. We really need to get some more yellows on the board here. Let's match this match of 5 purples for that purple diamond. All right. Li Qiu's going to go off anyway, so let's throw some tiles up against him with those yellows. Of course, the arrows came right before Li Qiu goes off. Please don't kill anybody. Alright, I'm going to have to use my Ascension Mimic now because, of course, now he's got the taunt. Let's hit the blue dragon. I don't think that 1 tile is going to be enough for Zhuge Liang to get his special. Or do I want to hit the purple diamond, see if I can get lucky? Or I can... Actually, you know what? Let's hit the blue dragon, the one on the left. And maybe we can get lucky with a yellow tile in the middle. We did not. But it was enough to get Zhuge his special. So everybody can stay alive. Wow, awesome. Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to match this set of 4 blues over here. Give me a yellow. We did get some reds. Match the reds over here. Not ideal with the timing of that, unfortunately. And Zhuge is going to be dead in a turn or 2, I think. Kill Dueler, thank you. All right. Let's go to these 3 reds up the middle. Cleopatra, thank you. Let's heal with Cleo first. I'm going to hold on to Hather because I don't need her right now. We definitely want to do some damage on the left. How many more turns do they have? The Firestorm Ward, 1 more turn. Let's hold on to my Mimic for 1 more turn. I'm going to ghost the 4 blues up the middle. I feel like the timer is probably going to be coming on soon, so we got to get this battle moving along. I need my minions back for Zhuge Liang. Nice with the yellow. I think that's going to give me Cleopatra. I might be 1 tile short. Damn it. Don't hit the right side, please. Damn. I was hoping to use Leonidas on Astrid, but we have the taunt still. Let's cut Li Q's mana. And need some yellow tiles. Let's match the 3 on the bottom here. How many more turns am I silenced for? 2 more turns, man. Hit the right side again. Cleopatra's dead. Oh boy. Zhuge's dead. And we're just going to try to do as much damage as possible before we run out of time or my heroes die. Definitely do not want Astrid going off, though, again. So we're going to avoid that. And this is probably my last move. Yeah, I'm not going to go again. We are going to flee right now before Astrid heals and potentially revives Duelfleur. With my next flag, we're going to bring a couple Wither heroes with Vard and Ceres. I've also got Bramble and Diachan as healers to deal with those seedling fiends from Elsbeth. I've got Daemon so that it will make it so that one enemy cannot cast any status effects. Ideally, that's going to be used on Guruk. Let's see how this second flag goes. I'm going to start off with the 3 greens on the right, I think. Yeah. Now let's match the 3 reds in the middle. It's going to set a couple cascades off with the yellows and blues. And some more stuff. Nice. It's going to be awesome because I can get Daemon activated on Guruk. And then we can match 3 greens up against him so I can get Bramble to get rid of some of these fiends. Let's use Bramble now. I'm going to match these 4 blues. Actually, let's match the 3 blues and 3 greens together. Actually, no, I want to match the 4 blues. And then we'll match the 3 reds the next turn so I can get Ceres activated. That is probably going to set off Sung Jiang, though. Yeah, we need to do it anyway, though. We got Damon and Dia-chan also. Okay, at least Dia-chan's Mana Master Shield worked. Let's use that. And then I'm going to use Ceres on Gurik. Should hit 4 enemies. And of course, his Mana Master Mana Shield got blocked it. Let's do some tile dumping with this blue diamond, I think. Nice. We're definitely going to need to heal so that I can get these fiends away. Let's use Dia-chan first, and then I'm going to use Vard. And then let's match this massive red diamond. Nice cascade with the green diamond. Everybody stay alive, please. Let's use Bramble. And then I'm going to use Damon on Gurik, I think. Or can I kill him without that? Let's hold off for a turn. And I've got 9 green tiles on the board, so let's hit this green diamond so that I can get Bramble back. I think Ceres is probably going to be dead from the Mega Fiend, unfortunately, yeah. Alright, let's use... I'm actually going to wait a turn to use Bramble. Let's match this purple diamond up against Gurik. Actually, you know what? Let's use Damon first, because this is going to set him off. And this should kill him with, hopefully, the purple tiles. Just kidding, because he got the Mega Fiend. Alright, now that there's another Fiend, let's use Bramble to heal, and I'm going to hit the red diamond, I think. Or do I want to hit the purple diamond? Yeah, let's hit the purple diamond. Gurik is dead. The Wither is definitely stacking up. I used Ceres once earlier, and then, of course, Vard is silenced. I'm going to wait to use Dia-chan until there's another Fiend. Timer's going off right now. Gonna match these reds over here. I don't need to hit the red diamond. Or we could get a cascade of it. We definitely need to do something about these fiends, though, so I'm going to try to attack Elspeth with Damon when he is not silenced anymore. Let's use Dia-chan now. Gotta match these purples and yellows over here. How many more turns is Vard silence for? 2 more turns, okay. I gotta try to speed play the rest of this. Of course, Bramble gets silenced. It's not going to matter too much, but I really hope he hits Damon. Alright. Stay alive, Vard. Thank you. Get one more hit in before the battle's over, pretty much. Decent hit. One last move. Let's, I guess, hit this, or match the 3 blues, set off that cascade of reds. Give me a purple somewhere in there. Kill Sun Jiang. Nice. Alright. Not an ideal situation, but at least we have an easy clean for somebody. With my third flag, we're going to go up against this Immigus tank team, and I'm going to do a 4-1 setup, especially with Arrow Barrage. I feel like you need to get these battles going quicker so that the arrows have less of an effect. I do have Rosalind with the Guard Rally to remove the wither effects from 4 of their enemies that will give them. I've got Naeem for the counterattack. I've got Domi Ventus and Gestalt as some hard hitters. Revna as a healer, and then also because of the reflecting of wither and status ailments. Let's see how this third flag goes. All right. Not a terrible board to start. I think I'm going to start off with the 3 yellows vertically. That's going to set off at least 1 cascade with the reds up top. Or just kidding. I don't know why I thought that was going to be 1 tile over or up. But we do have a couple options here now with reds. Let's start off with the reds on the bottom. And then actually I'm going to be able to match my 9 red tiles for all of my specials. And let's match it this way with the 3 greens. And then setting off that cascade of reds. So that it all goes up against Immigus. Maybe that will kill him or close to it. Not quite. Alright, let's heal with... Actually... Is that a reduced healing? Yeah, it is. Let's wait until that goes away, or I can get Rosalind's full Mega Minion to cleanse. Let's match the 3 yellow tiles up against Immigus. And let's use our specials on the right side here. We use Naeem first, and then Domi Ventus, and then let's see where Gestalt's cubes go. I'm gonna match the 3 blues in the middle. Maybe I can get a yellow on the bottom. And I did. Nice. It's going to give me Rosalind so I can heal. And her Mega Minion will get rid of that inability to heal. I'd like to have nobody go off for specials. Let's see if these 3 blues up against Ceres on the left will make it so nobody goes off. Perfect. And for some reason, Rosalind's Mega Minion did not cleanse the 80% decreased healing. But I do want to use Revna now because I want that wither reflected back. Nice Cascade. Nemigus died once and is revived, of course. And the silence got reflected back. Nice. Alright, now let's use Revna again. And I'm going to use Naeem on the 3 on the left, since that other Ceres on the left is more damaged. Actually, let's use Gestalt first to see where the cubes go. Perfect. Okay, now let's use Naeem on the 3 on the right. This should kill the 2 on the end, and then I'll use Domi Ventus over here. This should kill Ceres and maybe Igibus? Not quite. But this 1 red tile should, although they might come back again. Of course. Let's match these 3 reds over here. We've got Gestalt, which is going to kill Imigus again, although they may revive again. Yep. Let's ghost these 3 yellow tiles. Match these 3 reds. And maybe Imigus will not revive again this time. Awesome. All right, we got a win here. 1 for 3. With my next flag, we're going to use the 4-1 approach again here. I've got 4 purples against this Rosalind tank team. I've also got Fungustine as another healer. They've got River Fang, Bramble, Rosalind, Shadow Fang, and Grovert. Let's see how this 4th flag goes. I am going to start off with I think the 3 reds and the purples on the right. Let's first match the 3 blues horizontally. That way I can match those other purples on the left later. Let's get a little bit of a cascade going here. Nice. But I don't have any reds. Let's match the 3 purples on the left to try to kill those minions. Of course they dodged. Thinking about hitting the red diamond. Yeah. It's going to set at least a cascade of the yellows on the right. And we've got our purples that we're going to be able to get for all of our purple specials. Let's use Duelfuller first to heal, and then I'm going to use Tamlin. Let's put the Shifting Malice attack on Grovert. That way I don't have to deal with the Mega Fiends. And then I'm going to hit Shadowfang, I think, with Sartana. That way I don't have to deal with him going off. Although, he might die anyway. No, the burn damage is not a lot because Duelfuller was not hit very hard beforehand. I feel like it's almost a waste of a special, but at the same time, I don't want to use Sartana on Riverfang because they could potentially dodge it. Bramble doesn't really make sense. Rosalind does not make sense, and neither does Grover. So yeah, let's just kill Shadowfang. And then we're going to do some tile dumping with this purple dragon and the yellow diamond. Yeah. I'm going to match the 3 greens and blues vertically. It's going to move up that 1 purple tile. Rosalind is dead. Nice. And that was quite a cascade. We've got everybody special. Let's use Dueler Fuller first, and then Fungusthene, and then Tamlin, and see who's left. Let's put the Shifting Miles attack on Bramble, since Riverfang has the ailment immunity. And I'm going to use Sartana on Riverfang, and this might be the end. Not quite. Alright, let's use this green diamond, do some tile dumping, and get Fungusthene special back. Nice cascading. Alright, this is definitely going to be the end of the battle. Alright, after a slow start, 0 for 2, we are now 2 for 4. 2 flags left. With my next flag, we're going to bring 4 purples and Grimsteel against this Guvrik tank team. They've also got Astrid, Fafnir, Lilarain, and Gluzmer. I've got Von Rothbert for the dancing effect. I've got Diachan as my main healer, Mordowich for the Mega Fiend and big damage dealer, Medea for the Shifting Miles attack, and then Grimsteel as another healer and growth giver for everybody as we go up against Captain Morgan. Let's see how this 5th flag goes. Awesome board. Sweet. Alright, well, we definitely need to do some tile dumping. Let's start off with the blues and greens, I think, in the middle. Yes. No purple. We did get 1 purple that time. Let's hit the yellow diamond, I think. Yeah. Got some blues at least. Let's match the 3 greens to move over that blue tile so that I can match the 4 blues next turn. And let's match those now. Of course, Grimsteel has the shenanigan Moth Dust. Finally have some purples. Let's start off with the 3 against Lilarain. Gonna match these 3 greens, see if I can get a purple. Nope. Gonna match the 3 reds up against Guvrik. Give me a blue somewhere in there. Alright, now we're cooking. Let's match the 3 blues with that dragon so I can use Grimsteel. Hopefully Medea's still alive by then. Don't attack Medea, please. Of course. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's use Grimsteel. And then let's match the 3 yellow so I can move up that purple tile and use, or get Diachan special finally. Let's match it with the one on the bottom, I think. Actually, no, let's do it on the top here. Alright, let's use Diachan right now, and then I'm going to match the 3 purples so that I can get Mordowich and Von Rothbert, and we have Diachan back again. Nice. I'm going to hold on to Diachan for a couple turns, probably. And let's use Von Rothbart right now up against... What is the class of Lorraine? Yeah, let's use it on Lorraine. And yeah, she's not going to have any effects that prevent her from getting the silence, or the dancing rather. Right now, I'm going to wait a turn to use both of my purple specials. Please travel over to Gurik. Of course, the mana shield blocked it. Sweet. Let's hit the red diamond, do some tile dumping. Probably should have used Diachan before the end of that turn. Yes. Oh my god, I should have. Alright. Let's match the blues and yellows. That was a huge mistake. Let's use Mortowitch now. And match these greens so I can match some more purples. Let's match the 4 purples now. Gurik is dead for a first time, and he's going to get revived, obviously. Let's match the 3 yellows with that Cascade of blues. Maybe that will give me Grimsteel just short. 1 tile short. Grimsteel's going to be dead. Not quite yet, but Arctic core damage actually did not hit him somehow. Let's match the blues up against Gurik. Please. He does have the Arctic core. I just couldn't see it because of the color of his chin. Cool. I have definitely got to figure something out against Gurik, because what I'm doing is not working. And Fafnir should be putting the finishing touches on Mortowitch right now. Alright, let's see if we can finish off this war with a win. With my last flag, we're going to go up against this Sung Jiang tank team. They've also got Astrid, Beowulf, Satin Pimenter, and Hogni. I've got Kolia for the Mega Minion that does the safely cleansing. I've got Fafnir as a hard attack 3-hitter and the Arctic core damage. I've got Grovert for the Mega Fiend, Richard as a hard hitter, and then Relius as a healer and reviver. All right, finally got a good board to start and a green diamond that we're going to be able to match right off the rip. I'm going to match the 3 yellows, though, and then that will set off that cascade of the green diamond. And let's hit the green diamond to get all my green specials and kill Sung Jiang right away. Let's use Fafnir first on the left, and then I'm going to use Kolia, and we're going to put the Mega Fiend on Astrid, of course. I'm going to wait on Relius for a turn, I think. Let's match the 3 yellows horizontally so I can ghost the 3 blues. Beowulf is dead. Astrid's dead. This is making it look easy. I may actually, especially with certain war types like Barrage and with these fiends, from the new Valiant Vegetables. I may switch to a 4-1 setup more permanently to increase tile damage and be able to string more specials together with probably the off color being a healer when I can. Let's use Relius right now. Get the red diamond, do a little tile dumping. Did get some greens, and Satin Pimenter is dead. Let's match the 4 greens over here. And Hogni should be dead right now. Awesome. All right, well, that battle was quick. We ended up with a win on that. We only went 3 for 6, so definitely not a great war for me. Right now, we've got 4,067 points with 67 flags left. They've got 4,928 with 27 flags left. So we've got 40 flags to make up about an 850-point differential. So we should be able to do that, although our Barrage is more of a defensive war. And with these fiends from the Valiant Vegetables, I've noticed that scores have definitely been not as high. I think they've only got like maybe 3 to 5 defenses with those Fiend Givers, Bartholomew or Elsbeth. We also have about that many. So hopefully we can clutch out a win this Our Barrage War, and let me know how your went this time around. And that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy or found it helpful. And if you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.